Kimmie's Kitchen. We are here to put the ease back into baking and making desserts for you. And today we're gonna have a special guest that's gonna help us with our process of our recipe. We're gonna welcome right now to the show, Jeremy Suarez. Welcome, Jeremy.
Thank you.
Hi, darling. Oh, good. Look at you all. Oh my goodness, look at him. So handsome. Look at that face. Well, I wanna thank you to Kimmie's Kitchen.
Thank you.
All right. And do you partake in the kitchen? Do you cook?
Yeah, my mom is a caterer, so I'm like always in the kitchen with her.
Look at that. Look at that. Now, do you help with the dessert part in the catering company?
A little bit. I usually mostly do like the prep work, the cut ups and all that stuff.
Okay. Well, good. We're going to put you to work today. You do the prep work. This is going to be my sous chef today.
Exactly.
He already got experience in everything. Mom owns a catering company. Look at that.
pros.
So what kind of catering company does Mom own?
She does Creole food.
Oh.
Yeah. She went to Le Cordon Bleu, so she does like French food and just really good stuff.
Mama knows her stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And is it based here in Los Angeles?
It's actually based in Pasadena.
Pasadena.
Yeah.
Well, shout out. What's Mom's company? Let's shout out to Mom's company.
I'm gonna give her a plug then. Facebook.com/Beestro Express. BEESTRO. There you go.
There you have it,
There
okay?
you go.
Because you want some wonderful food and cater to your wonderful meal. Your next soiree, partake away.
Oh,
okay. Well, I want to get your help then, since I know you help Mom out, and I know that you're going to be fabulous in this. So I want to introduce to you what we're going to make here at Kimmie's Kitchen, and we're going to make a wonderful fruit crisp. But today, I think I'm going to concentrate on pear crisp with you.
Oh, that's my favorite.
What?
Yeah.
All right, because that's kind of easy thing, It's the pie without all of the extra stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's the easy pie.
All right, sounds good.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna go through the list of ingredients first. We're gonna let our audience know what we need. So we're gonna start off with what makes the crumbled part, because that's the really good part. So we're gonna start off, we got about 4 ounces of brown sugar here, which kind of roughly about, if you just got the cups, half a cup of brown sugar.
Good.
So we got half a cup of brown sugar. We have 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter. I always like to use unsalted butter.
Okay.
You gotta cut back when you can, right?
Yeah.
And then this is our half a cup of flour. And then this right here is our hazelnuts, and we've got about 2 ounces of that, 2 ounces of hazelnut. And here's a little mixture, and that's gonna be 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda and 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder.
Okay, that's it.
Okay, that's the ingredients for our crumble top. Now we're gonna get to the base part, which is gonna be the reason. So we're gonna do the pears, right? So we're gonna do the pears, and we got about 4 good pears, which kind of roughly weighs out about 2 pounds.
Okay.
So about 2 pounds of pears.
Okay.
And then we're gonna add a 1/4 cup of sugar. And this right here, we're just gonna little pinch of that. Okay. Just 1/8 of a teaspoon of cinnamon.
Okay.
A tablespoon of lemon juice. Okay. And this right here is tapioca.
Tapioca.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that in 1 second. And this right here is our crystallized ginger, and that's gonna just make those pears just go like that. They go scream.
Okay.
So tapioca is really good because what it does is that how sometimes like fruit makes its own water and its own liquid.
Yeah, it don't have too much
so
juice
the
at the bottom.
tapioca is gonna kind of suck that in.
Oh, okay. It'll kind of like gelatinize over it. Yeah.
Look at that. This boy trying to take my job.
Oh,
trying
no.
to take my job. Okay, but I love him though. I love him. So now we're gonna talk about equipment.
Let's do it.
Okay, so let's switch places because I want to talk to them about one of the most important things here. So part of putting the ease into our baking is having the right equipment. So food processors, for people at home, that's a wonderful equipment for your kitchen. We're gonna start that. We got this trusty dandy rubber spatula. We love that.
Can't live without it.
This right here, I love these. These are our apple or pear cores, and it's a beautiful thing because it not only cores your beautiful apple or pear, it also sections it. To peel our pears, now this is our wonderful standy dandy vegetable peeler, or we got our paring knife. And then we're gonna put this all together in a nice souffle pan, all right? And that's our ingredients. So let's start our process here. We're gonna add our nuts. We'll just put them straight down the middle. Now what we're gonna do, we're just gonna pulse it just a little bit. Get them a little. There we go. Just to get us started a little bit,
Like the hazelnut lottery.
That is funny.
Yeah, that's what
I like that, the hazelnut lottery. Okay, we'll add our flour.
Okay.
And we'll add our baking powder and soda.
Okay.
And we're gonna add our butter.
Yummy. That makes everything better.
Butter makes the world better.
Yeah.
Butter, what's life without butter? And then we'll put our brown sugar in here. Let's make sure we get it in there good. Oh goodness. we need it inside the food processor, Miss Kim. All right, here we go. And then we'll put our top back on. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this going. So we were working out our crust part of our pear crisp. And we wanna make sure that it just has a little bit of just, I don't know, how would you describe that, Jeremy? Kind of buttery, but yet still crumbly.
Crumbly, yeah, that's a good word. Crumbly.
Make sure it has a crumbly kind of texture to it. So that's,
you'll know.
Now we're gonna start with our pears.
Okay.
And while we do that, because he did say he was, sous chef. Now, Mom, you said Mom has a place here in Pasadena, a catering place. Now, are you from the Los Angeles area originally?
Oh, yeah.
You were
Been here
born?
my whole life, yeah.
Okay.
My family's from New Orleans, but I've been here my entire life. Grew up in Pasadena. Moved out for a while, moved back. 'Cause I love
Now,
the
where
city.
did you move out to?
I moved out to San Bernardino near the desert.
Oh, okay. So it was
just
still wasn't too far. He's made it seem like, yes, I moved out, like I moved to Alaska.
No.
It
was just too hot.
Oh, it is too hot in San Bernardino.
Way too hot.
Okay.
Out there.
All right.
Way too hot.
Yeah. Now, are you a good
113.
peeler?
Yes, I'm an excellent peeler.
Okay, so I'm gonna start you off with one. Which device would you like to have?
Oh, I'm choosing the safe one.
Okay, so you start with that one, I'll
Yeah.
start with this one, and I'll go with this one.
Okay.
And then when we finish our little process, we'll do our little core
Okay.
slicer thing. Now, I don't know, little birdie, or, told me that you were in Jerry Maguire.
Yeah, when I was 6 years
You
old.
were 6 years old,
Yeah.
wow. How old were you when you started working?
A baby.
What's your first job?
First job, Pampers commercial.
No, you really
Kid you not. Kid you not.
Oh my gosh, you really did start off like as an infant.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, no, people say that. Oh yeah, I started off as an infant. And then you hear I was
I couldn't-
12.
I couldn't talk the first time I was acting.
That's too cute. So Pampers, that was your very first commercial.
Yes, what?
Not bad, right? Wow, that's perfect. I'm commend your mother. You did a little bit better than I did. Oh, we're gonna get that there. I got my pears all done. You got your pears all done?
Yep, almost done.
All right, almost done. We're gonna put our little shavings in here. That way we'll get rid of this.
Yep.
Put those behind you, and while you're there, grab that big souffle bowl that you see over there.
Gotcha.
All right. Love him. He's great. He does everything for me. So this is what we're gonna put our wonderful pears in. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna give you the honor. You're just gonna take that and just kind of push it down.
Okay.
Yeah, just push
Is there
it
a
down.
special technique to this?
Just balance it and push it.
Oh.
Perfect. Oh. Okay, so you do that part, and then I'm gonna take the sections, and then I'm just gonna cut those up since I'm the paring knife.
Okay.
We're gonna put the little butter would go and just coat that.
Make sure it doesn't stick?
Just to make sure it doesn't stick.
Gotcha.
And we're gonna cut this, and we're just gonna put this right here. Because the cool thing about this too is that it just kind of works all, you don't even need an extra bowl, we just mix it all in here. So how old were you when you worked on the Jerry Maguire movie
I was
Mr.
6.
Omar Gooding?
Yeah, and Cuba Gooding was my father. And
Cuba Gooding,
That was a cool set. Like,
So tell me about that experience, because that must have been pretty. So you were 6,
I was
7?
6. So I mean, I have a few memories of it. I mean,
Not a lot.
Not a lot. I mean, I remember my favorite scene was tearing up his office, and the dirty man is back. That was like my first ad lib ever, which is so cool. Like, all right.
Now everybody, I'm sure, would mostly remember you from working on the Bernie Mac show.
Yeah.
And how was it to
Working
work
with
with
Bernie.
Mr. Bernie Mac?
That was the greatest experience ever. Bernie, he would have you laughing from 6 o'clock in the morning till 12 o'clock at night. I mean, he could literally tell a story that would be so good that everyone like on set would just be sitting around listening to the story because it was always funny. It was always like he's testing out new material, you know?
Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, so now we got our pears. We got our pears all nice and diced up, and they're ready to go in there.
Looks good.
So now the rest of these ingredients need to be incorporated into there. So
Okay.
we're gonna throw in our
The ginger.
Yep. We're gonna throw in our sugar.
Okay.
Okay. And we're gonna throw in our, let's get a little, it's trying to stay in the bowl. What's wrong with you? You got to get with the program,
Yeah.
sugar. And then we're gonna put this tapioca in there.
Okay.
All right, we use that. And then just a little bit of that cinnamon. And then let's work this together.
Okay.
And then we'll add our lemon juice.
Oh, okay.
And that'll bring out some of these flavors for us.
Yeah.
Ooh, you smell that?
It smells like one of those candles.
Ooh, it do smell like a cinnamon apple candle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
That's awesome.
Yes, it does. Okay. So that looks good there.
Yeah.
All right. Now we put our crumble top on here. Now,
Okay.
what was the age range that you were on that show?
I started at I started at 10.
10.
I was playing 7.
Okay.
And then we went on for 6 years. So my last season I was 16, but I was playing 13. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Now, do you still work younger, or is it kind of like age is kind of caught up with you?
No, I'm hoping to look 25 when I'm 40. So now,
Hey,
I
now.
can still go out for 16.
That's what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be our crust. It's our little, we talk about making it that crumb texture that we want to.
Yep.
See, and we're going to make sure that it's kind of covering the whole top there.
Okay.
And then it is ready to go into the oven
Okay.
at 350 degrees, and then it's going to bake. Well, do me a favor, open up that oven for me, because I got the goopy hands.
Okay.
I got goopy hands.
Gonna put that right there. Ooh, yeah. And while that's baking,
Because we got to let it bake for about an hour.
Okay.
I'm going to catch up with Mr. Jeremy Suarez. This is the part of the program where we start to introduce to our audience, you, and also to our guest, Jeremy. We tell them about our 6 degrees of dessert. See, my audience who's been following me, they know that this is a part of the program where we take that one recipe, that pear crisp that we started off with, and we're going to translate that into 5 other recipes.
Wow.
So that each of these fruit represents different recipes that we could do. So we start off with our pear, right?
Pear.
Got our pear.
Okay.
So the pear, we've got our pear crisp. It's already in the oven. Okay. Yes. And now we're also gonna do a cherry.
Cherries.
But instead of what we did with the hazelnuts,
Okay.
how about if we took those hazelnuts out and we add oats to it instead? Because what's that gonna do? It's
okay.
gonna give us a nice kind of like an oatmeal cookie kind of texture to it.
Kinda crispy.
So I did that with the cherries and the blueberries.
Nice.
And they get a little juicy.
Oh, okay.
So that's
more
a good
than the
one too.
apples or the pears?
Yeah, I would think so, especially these blueberries. Those
Okay.
blueberries, they'll start baking up and plumping up and making their own
I
blueberry
love
juice.
blueberries.
And then what we'll do is we've got a little apple here going on, and what we've
Okay.
done with that is that I took that and I did the same thing we did. How about adding a little caramel syrup to that? I'm gonna add a little caramel syrup to that, and then put that in our little pan. And then we're gonna top that with our same little oatmeal topping.
Am I going to get to say something?
I'm gonna treat you to some wonderful desserts.
Yeah.
It's coming.
I can't
It's
wait.
coming, but I'm not finished.
Oh, keep going.
I'm not finished.
Keep going.
Then we get nectarine. How about if we put the nectarine
Nectarine.
with almonds? And then last but not least, we'll take this wonderful peach and we'll add that peach. And how about if we add some pecans? Because I always think that, and you know this, being that you come from that whole like Louisiana kind
Yeah.
of background,
Uh-huh.
peaches and pecans.
Oh, that's the best.
That's like milk and cookies.
I have a pecan tree in my backyard, and I go back there and pick them off the ground with a hammer and just eat them like that. Cause
I'm gonna go over his house. Now, a little birdie told me, or I might have read it somewhere. I don't know.
On the
that you
internet.
also, everything on the internet.
yeah,
So you're also involved in voiceovers.
yeah,
So
yeah.
tell us a little bit about that.
Okay.
How's that voiceover career? How did it start? How did you even start off doing?
Started when I was 10, and then I started doing mostly radio commercials and stuff, and then got into cartoons, and then just kept it going. Like my biggest thing for voiceovers was Brother Bear. And
Wow.
then, yeah, by Disney. That was an awesome project
And
to
what
work
character
on.
did you play?
Coda. It's cool because with voiceover you don't see anything you do for like years. Like,
Right.
Literally, I think the whole process took us about 4 or 5 years to actually make the movie.
Wow.
Yeah, and it took at least 2 years for me to see almost anything. But now I have the actual model of the bear in my house.
Oh, that's cool.
It's so awesome. It's so awesome.
Oh my goodness. So did you even know what your bear looked like when you went in?
Yeah, I saw like a figurine of it, like 2 pictures, and they're just like go
And
from
then
there.
you just based your voice upon what you saw.
Yeah, exactly.
is
And,
so
it,
cool.
and it's weird because you don't ever hear the other actors like until it's almost done. Like I was in the booth with Joaquin Phoenix once the entire time. Saw him once.
And so it's just all you by yourself, lonesome,
Yeah.
just.
Well, not
I mean, not lonesome.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that you don't have that good like feedback.
Well, what you do is they have a director there, and he tells you, okay, this guy he's gonna do this. So how are you gonna react to that? And you go like 4 different ways, and just go from there.
Okay, so because sometimes I see like the makings of these different
Yeah.
animation films and stuff, and then you'll see that like the character they'll probably do they have it in the script? Coda falls down a bank of whatever.
Oh, that's awesome because then you have to go like, oh, you have to do like all kinds of like. The sound effects are so much fun because you have to like. It's acting. It's very, very tough.
That
yeah.
is cool. He's still a baby bear. He's still just a baby bear. Our fruit crisp and all of our 6 degrees will have a wonderful parlay at the table. We're gonna take this to the table. We're gonna leave the kitchen and go to the table. How about
I hope
that?
you're excited like I am. Yes.
I think he's ready. We are at what I like to call the table part of the show. This is the part where we get to partake in all of our hard labor. Yes, and we get to also show our 6 degrees is what we talked about it in the kitchen, but now we get to show.
Now we get to see him.
Now we get to see them. Now see this right here, look at that. That's the pear crisp. That's what we did in the kitchen together.
Wow.
And that's the nectarine and almond.
That one was good.
This is a little cherry crisp. This is the caramel apple crisp.
Okay.
And then this is the blueberry crisp. Now I talked about in the kitchen there about how we made it without the nuts and with the oatmeal. So all 3 of these have that oatmeal top. And in front of us, we have that pecan peach one because, you know, by us both having that Louisiana background, I felt that it was apropos that we have the peach and pecan in front of us. I have a Louisiana family background. You have a Louisiana family background. It's a beautiful thing.
I concur.
Because your mama, she making all these wonderful things, right?
Yep.
Dig in. You want to try anything different? Because you know what I have that goes really good with that pear crisp? Butter pecan ice cream.
Oh, then I gotta try the
You gotta
peach
try.
one.
You gonna try
I
the
gotta
peach
try
one?
the peach
You gonna try
one.
the peach one? All right, we're gonna put a little bit of that ice cream right on top of there. So so now we talked about, of course, Bernie Mac's show. We talked about all the wonderful animation stuff that you got going on. Now tell the audience what's going on with Jeremy now. Like, what are
Okay.
you working on now?
Actually, I just finished up last month.
Oh, last month.
Yeah, this movie called The Angry Video Game Nerd. Awesome, awesome.
Okay, wait. Say the title again.
The Angry Video Game Nerd. It's awesome, awesome movie. Starring James Rolfe, directed by Kevin Finn. It's so funny. I played the sidekick, and we had so much fun during the movie. So I know it's gonna show on screen. I know it's gonna be good.
Oh wait, go work it out.
Oh my God. I'm emotional.
It's okay.
It's so
okay.
good.
It's all right. I love you. Okay.
It's so good.
All right. It's okay. It's okay. I love you though for that. I made the boy cry. So is that good? You like that one?
This is awesome. Let me try it. I'm gonna try the next one.
You wanna try? Okay. Which one you wanna try now? You like the almond topping?
I prefer the pecans, but I'm
Okay.
gonna try that oatmeal one.
You wanna try the oatmeal
Because I
one?
love blueberries.
Okay, let's work that out. Okay, we're gonna work that out. We're gonna do it there. Ooh, baby, look
So-
at there, look at there.
You know, while the audience was away, we were talking about how you were gonna adopt me. So I want.
Now, is your mama gonna be okay with that? If I adopt you?
I'm 21, so it's like she had 20. She had 20 years.
She had 20 years.
It was nice, Mama. It was
Okay.
nice.
He said he want me to adopt
Sorry.
him.
Sorry.
Okay. I guess, you know, but I am gonna try that recipe, Mama. Ooh,
That's it.
That's it? That's it?
That crust.
That's
Oh,
it. The oatmeal
yes.
crust. He liked the oatmeal crust. He liked the oatmeal crust.
Yep.
Are there do you have other loves or interests that pique your interest, you know, outside of acting?
I have so many like weird hobbies. Like I can juggle. I can ride a unicycle. I used to always tell my mom that if she made me too mad, I was gonna run away and join the circus. I go, look, Mom, they'll take me. They'll take me.
Juggling,
Magic
unicycle.
tricks, scuba diving, a little bit of everything. I'm
A little Renaissance young man.
definitely.
So tell me something about your magic tricks. What type of magic tricks do you? Well, I mean, you can't really reveal magic secrets, right?
No, of course not.
gotta
The
know.
magicians will come after you.
Oh,
They're
okay.
dangerous.
Wow.
Mhm.
Okay.
1 minute they're there, next minute, poof, gone.
Do you do it professionally or you
Oh
just
no,
as a hobby?
just a hobby.
I can see you in Vegas.
With a cape,
Yeah, with a cape.
Mhm.
Ladies and gentlemen.
That'd be awesome.
The magical makings of Jeremy Suarez. Dun, 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 dun,
Gotta come out all dramatic.
dun, 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 dun,
That'd be
dun.
awesome.
Poof!
Acting has been fun. But I'm
You ready for that?
I'm ready to go to Vegas now.
Because I gave you the theme music and everything. Huh?
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yep.
But we want to thank you for coming to Kimmie's Kitchen, for tuning in. want to thank our wonderful guest, Mr. Jeremy Suarez. Good luck, baby, on everything in your career.
Thank you, thank you.
All right. And tune back in. We're going to have wonderful more guests, wonderful more degrees of separations and some desserts and stuff. And starting off with something extra and adding it and putting our love and everything on it.
Bye.